yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
What are the biggest challenges with franchising? I watched the movie. You ever see the movie The Founder?
Yeah, wicked movie.
Wicked movie.
Yeah, and I love that. And I have to watch it again. There's just so many good things about it, and it's probably the biggest food franchise success story in the world, right? Just getting the right franchise partner. I mean, you're not just going to, we're learning this. We've never really franchised before, and you don't want just here's a check for X amount of dollars. I want to open up a store. You can't just give it to everyone. Everyone wants to work it. Who wants to say I own a business?
Yeah.
It's hard work. I mean, you've got to be owner operator to be successful. It's not just I want to buy this because I think it'd be cool to have in my portfolio or I think it's going to make me money. You've got to be working the late hours. You've got to be cleaning the dishes. You've got to be doing, having great customer service. You can't just buy it, give it to someone to run and expect it to be successful. So I guess just picking the right partners.
It's like, it's one thing I always think about here. We're a small company, but we're starting to grow, and there's a lot more aspects that come my way that I have to take care of, training him, just, getting all this set up, things that are happening on a day-to-day basis. And I find myself, my hands are in a lot of avenues.
Yeah.
And I find sometimes the quality of the work can't be there because I'm having to work on so many things. So it seems like you're going through that, or you've been going through that. How old are you? 34?
36.
36 years old, and you have what you have. So I guess what's the one thing that you like to take pride in when it comes to the business?
Up until I'd say last year was really, strict 100% family that we're doing it. And there comes a point where you can't, and we're all pretty hands-on, and it comes a point where you realistically, you can't do everything. Where it's from the legal to the accounting to the marketing to everything, you've got to give up something at some point.
And that's tough for me.
It
is tough. I get because I'm so control of. I need to have my hands in everything. Was that tough for you?
For sure, yeah. And it still is, and we're slowly we can't say, okay, we can't run operations out west. I mean, so we've got some boots on the ground out west now. We've got great partners out in Vancouver who are close enough to go flying to Edmonton or flying to Calgary and deal with things there. But then, in terms of challenges too, the whole COVID has just created like this massive challenge for the entire world.
Yeah.
But there's also good, possibilities with it as well. And
yeah.
Yeah.
How did the changes affect you guys? I don't even know the restaurant industry. As soon as everything hit, did you guys have to shut down completely?
No. So speaking here for Halifax, we were probably busier.
Yeah.
Because everyone we were on every third party app that came from Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats, DoorDash, the Food Highway. We were on them. It's a double-edged sword with those because that's where the business is in terms of delivery. Like we have all in-house delivery as well, but then people are pulling away from it just because of the ease of going on your phone and clicking with your thumb and not having to speak to anyone. And but then the other side of the sword is that they kill you with commission, that they take from it. But, then you go back, flip onto the other side. People are upselling. You don't need our employees aren't necessarily going to say, hey, do you want to add cheese to that? Do you want to add this to that? It's all done for you. You don't have to worry about customer service. It's just click, click, click. So you're getting higher ticket items.
Okay.
So we were on those since day one. And during, the height of the pandemic, people were ordering on there like crazy.
No.
Because, it was nuts.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, so we've really focused more, and even our new builds, we're going smaller footprint to.
What does that mean? Smaller,
smaller? Less in-house seating.
Okay.
To not that we had, we weren't a sit-in, dine-in restaurant, but we're basically having the minimal amount of seating and focusing more on even, I don't know if you want to call it desktops or areas for the tablets and for delivery, because a lot of, even here, a lot of places have closed in their dining. If they do have dining, it's limited because of the social distancing and that. So it's a lot more focused on delivery.
Everything's changing so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to keep up with absolutely everything.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I remember I went to a couple of years ago, and I was in New York, and Virgil's. It's a barbecue restaurant.
Okay.
And place sits hundreds of people. And at that time, obviously the population, they've got more businesses in there. They literally had probably the size of this table of half a dozen, 8 different tablets of different food delivery companies, which they had to adapt, and they didn't have that years ago, and add the pandemic onto that, and add less people going out to eat. I can imagine what it'd be like there right now.
Do you like to do that? Do you like to travel places and kind of see what other people do and mimic it?
Totally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How does that help you in a sense? Because,
Get ideas, man.
You just...
you don't... I like to think, we've got three heads, and here in Halifax, the brothers, we've got good ideas amongst us, but we don't know everything.
Yeah.
And you go to big cities where food is, they live and breathe it, on steroids. They've just got so many good things that we don't have or haven't thought about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting where the food industry is going.
Yeah.
Are families cooking at home more, or are families ordering from Skip the Dishes more?
I think skip the dishes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
More convenient.
For sure.
People are really busy.
It's super convenient, but it's crazy expensive. Like, even I find myself catching, it's just like, I'm lazy. I'll just go on, look at my order history,
Yeah.
and you press a button and it's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to anyone, and now they literally just leave it on your doorstep and
Yeah.
send you a text and say, hey, your food's here. You're talking about expansion or new things. One thing that we tried to get here, but the pandemic kind of put a halt on it. Is we out west, we started our chicken donair as well, which we haven't brought in Halifax yet, but we will eventually. And it's basically, giving someone an option who doesn't want to eat beef or who doesn't eat beef or wants to change. It's the protein base is all chicken. It's the same spices, added a new sauce, a bit new toppings. So that's something that's I guess new for
Yeah.
us, that we were kind of thinking, what can we do here to get a bigger piece of the pie in terms of people eating.
Always thinking.
Yeah.
Always thinking ahead.
You have
What
to.
about the vegetarian option? Have you guys thought of that, or is that too far gone?
No,
Like you can't.
we have veggie pizza. I mean, if
That's
you
good
want,
enough.
yeah,
Get
Why
a
not?
cheese pizza.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't please everyone.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
I love how you're not saying, "Oh, we're trying." No, we're good.
Yeah.
I love that.
One thing, not to stray too far off, we had the Donair Cam a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember hearing about that. It was
The what?
The Donair Cam. It was literally DonairCam.com. It was literally a 24/7 video camera on our Donair one of our spits.
I did see this.
So it was rotating.
Yes.
So
yeah.
literally, I mean, that just blew up like crazy. I can't even, I've got the stats on it at home, but it was insane. Like our first viral thing that we did, and we had people from 160 something countries watching, and literally when the lights would turn on, when an employee would come in, we get phone calls from Germany, phone calls from
No.
Russia. Like, it was just insane. So at night we'd have fun because literally just spinning like this with nothing on it. So we put toys on there, we put certain things. We made a joke. We put an onion and a tomato on it, and it was just rotating. And we said, "This is our vegetarian cam." We had vegetarians and calling us and emailing us, trying to boycott us. Don't eat here. It's like, are you kidding me, man? Like, come on.
Oh
First of
my
all, you're
God.
vegetarian. You're not eating this anyway, so we don't care. And second of all, lighten up.
Relax.
But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember the pizza eating contest was awesome. I think
Yeah.
that was 2 years ago. That was a great time.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
It was fun, and actually, the guy who won that, he's done quite a few of our eating contests. Joel Hansen, he's just been nonstop this whole time in the States traveling. He must have hit up 50 different spots.
Has he been winning?
I don't think he's doing like competitions. He's just doing like features. He's going with a couple other big eaters and just kind of saying like, meet us here, like almost like a meet and greet thing.
No way. He has fans.
Oh yeah, and he's big time.
I remember like walking in there. There was probably like 50, maybe 60 people sitting in there,
Yeah.
maybe a bit more. And they were actual fans. Like there was a guy that traveled. He just like, yeah, I just got here from Calgary. I'm ready to compete.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
the guy I'm talking
Yeah,
about. I forget the guy.
Stepdaddy J.
Stepdaddy J. Yeah. That guy was hilarious. That guy took over the room. He walked in. He had the whole persona going.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He's still eating too. Yeah,
Make a living off it. It's crazy.
yeah.
But no, it was a great time. But that comes back to the whole marketing thing. You guys think differently. You guys are outside the box.
Outside the box.
You
yeah.
know, just it's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
Actually, we've got partners, our Australian pizza box partners. They actually say they think inside the box. So I don't know if you've seen our relatively new pizza boxes. We like to switch them up. So it's called a pizza bib.
I've seen.
And yeah, you open it up, tear it up, and you wear it almost like to protect your shirt, but it's more funny than anything. So their whole saying is, we think inside the box.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
that. I like that inside the
Yeah,
box.
it's pretty funny.
Who has one? Like Randy has one from Trailer Park Boys. Quake
Randy-
had one
yeah,
or
Quake
something.
has one right now, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, we got some new ones coming out for Christmas too, and Dumb and Dumber, and Julian, and hockey player, basketball player. Tupac. We had Tupac one for a while.
That's nice. Who's
Yeah.
the artist?
It's this guy out in Australia. Some dude, I haven't even met him, but he's buddies with our pizza guys, our box guys.
That's sick.